What's up guys, it's RicRom here, and I wanted to bring you guys a new video sharing my thoughts on what has been happening in fighting games lately. So if you haven't already read the title, man, here it is. We're going to be talking about the battle passes in fighting games, man. Like, holy shit, they actually started including battle passes in fighting games. The one genre I thought that didn't really need a battle pass. For those of you who don't know what a battle pass is something like, well, it's exactly what it sounds like, but it's a series of challenges, you know, and like rank rewards you get just for playing the game. It can be compared to like what we see in Fortnite or other free-to-play games right now, which is where you get I don't know, like 50 tiers, 100 tiers, and you know, you play throughout the game, you get XP, and throughout every time you rank up, you get a new item, whether it be like cosmetic, a title card, or whatever. But now it's infected the world of fighting games. First, it started off in Street Fighter 6 in my recent memory. Then I saw it in Grand Blue. Mortal Kombat 1 didn't have something of a battle pass, but it has something very similar, which is more like a online rank battle pass, but we'll get into that a little bit later. And the final one that I saw recently that was really egregious, it was Tekken 8's battle pass. And man, has it been really, really bad. So let's start off with Street Fighter's battle pass, where you probably have to pay like around maybe $6 just for the fighter coins, just so you can even get like the premium pass, in which you'll have to play throughout the battle hub, ranked, online, anything that isn't like single player. And then you get a bunch of XP, and throughout the battle pass you'll get like old Capcom game, a song, depending on the theme of the battle pass. And then throughout the rest it's just like cosmetic stickers and other stuff for your character in the battle hub, which if you guys haven't seen my Ninja Turtles video, yeah, you probably already know my stance on the battle hub cosmetics. And then after that, all you get is just a bunch of fighter coins. Then moving on from there, we have Grand Blue's battle pass, which is similar to mobile games, which if you guys haven't played a mobile game or a gacha game, because that's where Grand Blue is you know, from, there's this thing where you have to like just play throughout the game, do a bunch of challenges, and throughout each literal like rank or how many times you do a challenge, you'll get XP, and then throughout the time you're gonna get like different stuff. And of course, there's always going to be player icons, you know, songs, stickers, or whatever. And at the end, you get like this costume, like a premium costume for the character at the end. I think for the last one I saw was Zeta in Grand Blue. But yeah, you can look at the battle pass right here, right now. Then finally, we move on to Tekken 8's battle pass, which, if you can see, I just took a quick glance at it. I just scrolled through, and man, it's really fucking bad, man. There's the same as usual stickers, battle icons, all that stuff, and then there's character items for your little create a character avatar. And then now they're locking some stuff for character customization into the battle pass, and that, oh man, that's so bad. And I think you'll see it later in the video, but man, you're gonna see the infamous Tekken ball that's been going throughout social media, making a meme, making waves because of how ridiculous it is, man. And man, it's so terrible. It's really fucking bad. Now, after we gone through all those games, Mortal Kombat 1 does have like its own little battle pass, but this is the one thing I'm gonna start getting into now, which is something egregious, something I didn't really like, was that we have a lot of microtransactions in fighting games now. You know, we've seen this since like Street Fighter 4, DOA 5, and you know, just older fighting games, even in Street Fighter Cross Tekken. But it wasn't to this bad of a level, you know, because back then they were more upfront. They were like, you know what, for $4 you can get like a pack of like 5 characters, you know. Nowadays $5 gets you like one costume in Grand Blue for a character you don't even like use. Or I mean, if you're like a Katarina player, you'll be you know, ecstatic for it. But now you see like all the different amount of different currencies in each game. Like Street Fighter has their fighter coins, and then they have their battle pass, which you buy separately, or you can still use the fighter coins for. Then next is Grand Blue's like gem system, and then they have their battle pass, and man, it's really not good, man. It's just they're trying to make it feel like the mobile game. But the thing is, oh, and Tekken has their own Tekken coins, and then they have the Tekken Gold, which is something you unlock in game. But now they have the battle pass, which is something you have to pay for. Now the thing is, I'm not really that surprised, or I'm not really that angry about battle passes like in recent times, because you know, after Fortnite's like big practice, a lot of games have been doing it. But the thing is, they're not doing it like in a way which is making sense, I guess, in a way. Because now you look at older games that now have battle passes. Like back then we got Overwatch 2 has a battle pass, Halo Infinite has a battle pass, and I don't know, Call of Duty has a battle pass, but those are free to play games. Meanwhile, you're over here seeing Street Fighter, which is like a $60 game, or now it might be down to $50. Then there's Mortal Kombat, that's like a $70 game. Grand Blue's another $50 to $60 game, and then Tekken 8 is almost just as bad as MK1's practice, where it's a $70 game, maybe over $100 if you paid for the Ultimate or Premium Edition. And then now they're trying to bombard you with Tekken coins and Tekken fucking whatever merchandise there is, and then the Tekken Battle Pass. It's so bad, man. It's really bad. Because Battle Passes make sense for free to play games. I don't like how it's always like cutting content for other games. Kind of like how like Halo Infinite is doing, and then same thing with Overwatch 2. But the thing is, at least they have that courtesy of being a free to play game, while with these fighting games, it's already a niche fan base. Well, not a niche fan base, but not as big as like Call of Duty. And then they share the same idea that we got to put a battle pass in here. But the thing is, I already paid for Street Fighter 6, I already paid for Tekken 8, and I already paid for MK. And now they're wanting me to pay for more stuff, like stuff that I'm probably never even going to use. Even though I'm playing the game, I'm probably not going to use most of the stuff they're giving away in the battle pass. And the thing is too, it's just that it's locking content that we would have already had. Tekken 8, when I saw Jin's costume, like from Tekken 7, which was supposed to be his Tekken 4 like hoodie costume, I was like, why are we paying $4 again? And it's just for one costume. I thought it wasn't that bad, because Capcom was charging like over $6 for a costume because they had their fighter coins. But the thing is that this is content that was already available in the last game, and it shouldn't be resold. We're already getting characters we got from the last game that was already base roster, and now they're DLC, like Eddie Gordo. And if the leak for the fighting pass is true, we're gonna get a bunch of characters we already paid for as DLC into the new game as well. And the thing is, after seeing just these battle passes and these microtransactions, man, the thing that really gets me is the FOMO, the fear of missing out. And is that a lot of people seem to be caving into this, man, because you'll see like these characters, or like not these characters, but these players using these characters like throughout the Battle Hub, or in Grand Blue, and in Tekken 8, and you'll be seeing these items, and you're like, man, I kind of understand it too, because FOMO's been like a big thing happening into the gaming marketplace now. And it's getting really, really out of hand. Because when Fortnite does it, it's alright. Because, and everyone has their own opinion. For me, it's alright because it's already free to play. You only pay $10 for the Battle Pass, and you have like a few months to complete it. Meanwhile, here in Street Fighter, you only have like a few weeks to complete it. Same thing with Grand Blue. And Tekken, I didn't even bother checking because I'm just not going to pay for it. I'm not going to, play it. Just the whole thing just makes me not want to play ranked or online anymore, even though it's such a great game. It just doesn't belong in fighting games. I already didn't like it in Halo Infinite, but the thing is, with Halo Infinite, when you buy it, the battle pass never expires. Well, because they don't have any like collab costumes or anything that's already like locked behind like IP or like a collaboration thing. But here with Street Fighter, like they're already giving you Capcom assets that should be not expirable, I guess, like the TMNT and Spy X Family, that has a limit of time. But at the same time, it's like you see Mega Man and Monster Hunter, and you're like, man, can I just buy the Battle Pass, keep it for like maybe the rest of the year, and then once I'm done with it, I'm done with it. But now, that's the main thing, man. It's just imagine trying to balance out your time for Tekken, for Grand Blue, for Street Fighter. It's already taxing to like learn one game enough, but imagine learning 3 different characters in 3 different games just so you can complete the Battle Pass in like 3 weeks. And that's like on top of your social life, your personal life, and your work life, and you're like, yeah, I really don't want to pay for this, and I'm not even going to use for most of it. So this isn't even like a good practice in general. It just really doesn't belong in fighting games. Sorry to get so heated, but like, and if you want to pay for everything in the Battle Pass, you're going to be paying over $10, dude. And that's just for the base challenges, and you're not even going to be ranking up. You have to work to get your unlocks. But that only works if it's already in the game. But if this is content that's being added after the game and in a limited time, and if you pay for it and you don't finish it, what's the point of even buying these things, man? And then now you have to like give up your whole like time. You know, everyone here, we're on limited time, but you give up whatever free time you have to like do very specific challenges or play very specific game modes that you probably don't even find fun for things you don't even want. And just to wrap up everything, because I feel like I've been just ranting for the past like few minutes, but the thing is that battle passes don't really belong in fighting games. Now that you already have to take into account that how much you get within the base fighting game. For Street Fighter 6 and Tekken 8, you get a decent amount, but they're locking content behind stuff that should already be there, and then they're locking content within a limited time frame. Same thing with Grand Blue. You know, it's already taxing having to learn 3 different characters into 3 different games, and you know, we're all here in unlimited time. Like for battle passes, it makes sense for like, you know, like a kid, because when you're a kid, you just like, you go to school, you come back, you do your homework, and then you play a little bit of gaming or, you know, hang out with your friends, and then after that you rinse and repeat. But for adults, man, we have different schedules, and fighting games already cater to like a more adult audience, you know. And as an adult, you have to like balance out like, you know, your work life, family life, all that stuff, and just having to do that like while playing these different battle passes is just counterintuitive. I know they want to cash in as much stuff as they can, but at this point, just get rid of battle passes and just make it all microtransactions. I remember back in the day, DOA was getting flamed for it because of like their catalogs and all the different like, you know, costumes you would get. You know, their a whole like swimsuit shit. That's a different topic to be covered in a different day. But at least they were upfront with you. You know, they were like, okay, you want this costume pack? It's $20. You want like just one specific costume for this character? It's $2. And you know, you can pick and choose what you want to buy. But for these games, man, you're here for a limited time. There's already so many different microtransactions for the costumes, and then for stuff that people have been wanting for years, man. And now they're just gonna give it to you in a limited time. You have to work for it, and you have to pay for it, man. Could you imagine if you had to fucking buy a battle pass just to go to work? Dude, that would fucking suck. And that's what I just want to end this video off with, is that, you know, if anyone is like hearing this, any developer, which I doubt they're hearing it, but if we can get our voices like heard, it's just that please let this be a practice that ends here. At least for fighting games. For other games, that's a different topic. But for fighting games, let's just go back to the store and, you know, let us pick and choose what we want and make sure that the pricing is good. Because I already said it before in my Ninja Turtles video, is that these costumes are way too expensive. And then for the battle pass right now, it just doesn't make sense, especially for like stuff you can't even use for your characters. It's mostly for your avatar. It just really needs to end. The only way we can get this like to come across is that if we just don't buy the battle passes, man. You know, I know FOMO's like really hard to get rid of, but once they see that there's a lot of like not support, but if they see that there's not a lot of support for these, then they'll probably end up just not giving this away, but maybe make a more reasonable practice, because battle passes are not the move for fighting games, especially since we're already dedicating a lot of time to play like ranked battles, you know, playing in arcades and tournaments. It just doesn't make any sense. We need to go back to like the Street Fighter 4 days, or the MKX days, or, you know, even the DOA days, where we can just buy specific costumes for like $1 or $2. It'll help out like the developers, and it might even help out for the tournament scene. That's all it really needs, is that we need to be more upfront and less more, you know, lied to. We don't need to be like giving into these predatory practices by the developers, because I know in today's market, not everything should be free, and not everything's going to be free, and we're going to get content post launch. That's just how the gaming industry is. But if you really want the support and the money from your customers, from your clients, from your players, just make it more reasonable, and you know, it's gonna come. You know, I see people still buy color packs for like Killer Instinct or Skullgirls, you know, and those are never on limited time. But with battle passes, man, it just does not belong in any of our fighting games. It's just not the move, and we just need to let it be known. But that's all I have for today, guys. This is RicRom, and let me know what you guys have to think about these battle passes in fighting games. Do they absolutely not need to be needed, or are you okay with like just playing a few matches online and paying $6 and getting stuff that you might or might not use? But anyways, I want you guys to take care. Hope you enjoy the video. Please share it around on Twitter or social media just so it can be heard. And I want you guys to have a good one. Take care.
Continue.